Hello, Gemini. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. I'll be doing a reading for you for the month of November 2019. Yeah, crazy shit. It's a lot of activity in Scorpio now, and there's going to be a Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, as well as a new moon in Scorpio. So there's a lot of this transformative, deep energy of incredible polarity. So I'll go ahead and be working with the Royal Fez Tarot deck from 1975. It's a beautiful deck. Royal Fez Moroccan from US Game Systems. And I'll be doing 3 iterations of various love situations in which you can choose to pull what you will from each portal. 3 portals having to do with your love life, and essentially you get to choose which one which combination of many to choose from, okay? So let's go ahead and clear the energy of the cards and get started. Alright, this is the first iteration of Gemini, first portal. My dear twins, my dear Gemini. Okay, so it seems that you are concerned with, or at least you are determined to no longer hold back when it comes to a new choice. This choice is leading to something. What it is leading to is a new way of revisiting something from the past, some sort of great um, tribulation, something that you left in the past that had a lot of emotional bearing on you and your spirit. Something about it was very, well, I don't want to say toxic. There was something about it, and you're moving on this path, the 2 to the 3 of rods. So you're done waiting, and in fact, you are expecting something. There's something of a matter of expectation for you. Something about the great cycle, and you are willing to go forth in a way and no longer wait. This is like you establishing new boundaries on some sort of foreign land. Perhaps there is a special relationship in which you are moving forward, and this person or you perhaps are crossing boundaries. Now you have to be careful because there are certain parameters within each relationship that should be considered to be holy or sanctified. There is something about it in which your energy is not coming into full sort of fruition. With the magician here, we have Virgo as well as Gemini energy, and it is in the reverse. Therefore, there is an ungrounding of your magical capacities, your capacities to manifest. Or perhaps you're dealing with someone who may be a Virgo or a Gemini that may be a bit manipulative in their ways, or perhaps there's something about the ethics behind someone's actions. Along with the magician in reverse, we have the chariot in reverse, which is the Cancer card. There's something about uh, duality. There's something about ethics here, emotional ethics as well as emotional intelligence, in which there's something about it where there's a repressed sort of energy. There is there's way too much psychic activity, or perhaps there's too much of some sort of polarity that is causing a charge or a force inside of you that is ready to explode. Okay, this is very unstable energy, unstable and wild energy, in reaction to the moon in reverse. Okay, there's something about the nature of secrets as well as the nature of the divine feminine, something very profound and something challenging, yet you have transcended the fear and found some sort of secret. There's something about slow messages also coming to you. You will be bombarded with the passions of others, and many different offers are coming towards you and trying to take from you that which is rightfully yours, some sort of empowerment that you've earned according to your progression on this path. Okay, there's also a number of things that have to do with leading to healing, and these things are conflicting sort of parts of empowerment. Okay, we have a divine pairing here, and we have the Emperor in reverse as well as the Empress in reverse. Someone is coming to you and may perhaps behave as a tyrant, or perhaps may behave as too aggressive, or something about it is not necessarily resonating with you quite well. However, you have a deep connection with this person. At the same time, there is a lack of passion, perhaps on the Emperor's side, perhaps on your side. There's something about someone who cannot control their passions correctly when it comes to a soulmate agreement or some sort of divine gateway, the 2-2 here, double Gemini energy. Okay, that's how I read it as a reader, as well as I said, there is great healing and transformation through transmogrification. There's a way for you to create acts of holiness and perhaps to find a higher divine love, as well as profound cosmic love as well. Here there's also self-love. Here as well there is a great deal of transformation in general with Scorpio season. It should come of no surprise that there will be. Pardon. Oh, Lord. Okay. Um, yeah, but I'd be careful about this offer because it is, after all, the Knight of Cups. There's a great romance coming up and about some sort of commitment, possibly with the Taurus. With the Hierophant here, we have a Holy Triangle. We also have here rites of initiation, rites of passage, as well as liminal stages in which people are getting into the garb. You are coming into power when it comes to how you may behave as a guru or a teacher to someone in your relationships, and you are done being single, as well as there's something about being single that makes you feel not entirely at ease, or perhaps the stability around you. There is something about the messages that come from, and the signs and omens that come from the universe that you don't necessarily trust. Perhaps they're not there when it comes to this particular relationship, but I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it too much. There also is a propensity for past regrets or some sort of past offer being revisited from the divine. Some sort of divine offering was given to you, but you were busy meditating and focusing on other things, and it might have been difficult for you to actually focus in on what was being gifted to you. However, there also is generally a lot of happiness as well as higher consciousness coming to you when it comes to you fighting in the right way with others, and perhaps getting over conflicts in order to initiate some sort of change, a change that might come in the shadows of Scorpio season. Okay, but it seems like there's a lot of hard work as well as something from the past in which regret occurred about a great tower moment in which things fell out. But yeah, this person who fell out with that fell out with, there was essentially like a very intense sort of in and out energy with them anyways, and you use your intuition to find a type of happiness, a happiness that came after leaving this player behind in a certain way and getting over the heartbreak that they may have caused you. Perhaps there also is some sort of hidden beginning with revisitation of this energy, okay? And a chance to sort of get rid of the toxicity that once enveloped this relationship, and teamwork that is leading to a type of victory here, and perhaps a great love that might come, but at the lack of a new beginning, leading to a new cycle of despair, or perhaps a new cycle in which there's trepidation. There's a need for you to really sort of find out what the hell all is a Gemini going on to, some sort of new rite of passage, some sort of new cycle of the major arcana. Okay. Yeah, when it comes to Okay, there's another cycle, but I'm going to save that. Okay, Gemini number one, that was your first portal. Let's move on. All right, Gemini number two, this is Ron once again. We're opening up the portal. Second portal, second iteration for our dear Gemini friend. Our dear Gemini friend. You can please tame the inner twins within and relax. Relax. Clear your mind. If anything flows through, let it flow. And of course, take what resonates, leave the rest. Take what you will and will what you take. Ooh, okay. Very similar to Gemini number one. We have here, well, your card, Gemini, with the Magician in reverse. There's something about the forces of nature and your ability to control these, as well as you not coming into power when it comes to this. There might be a wild nature or something out of your control in which you are throbbing like a conduit and are unable to control the forces that be. And there's something about your particular gift that is out of control. Now you have to find a way to center this because you are on the path to something great here, okay? The path leads to you delving into the realm of potential opportunities, the potential fulfillments of life, and to see through the binary. However, there is a great potential here, and it is unexpressed. Very strange considering you have all the, tools at your disposal, sort of. However, not the wherewithal to go ahead and do things, okay? Now, this also talks about wisdom, the ability to really not just charge forth. There's like a hesitancy built in with your emotions, and a hesitancy with you trusting your intuitive capabilities to go forth in a certain way. And yeah, I think it's wise for you to hold back because I think there is a process here of you dealing with devil-like energies, okay, and seeing things for what they are as karmic entanglements or anything like that, and you don't want to fuss with that. I think that's a very wise thing to do, as well as the need to purge any darkness in your system, as well as demonic presences, as well as anything that has to do with your love life when it comes to connections. There's a great deal of sensuality coming out with Scorpio season, especially Venus in Scorpio and anything Scorpionic. There's a great a binding agent with your relationships, and you have to be careful who you mix with. However, there is love here on the cards with the Two of Cups. Two of Cups, there's love here, and it is a great fusion of Kundalini energy in order to create some sort of new, intense Leonic energy. So, like basically anything that has to do with empowerment, manifestation through the Cups energy, as well as through the energy of the Great Coiled Serpent. There is an ability to create awakenings of sorts, Kundalini, if you will, through your amorous adventures. Okay. There also is here. Be careful because the devil, as well as the Three of Swords sort of like crosses over here, but then luckily the Three of Swords is in reverse, so there is an elation here, and there seems to be a great purge when it comes to a soulmate relationship, with the Two of Cups being there in the obvious the obvious sort of position of helping you out in some sort of way. Someone is healing you in a certain way, helping you purge in a certain way through a soulmate connection in a certain way, and there is an ability for you to transcend heartache and to grow in a certain way. Okay. Um, there's a lack of justice here. This lack of justice is karmic, and you're waiting for some sort of truth to come in or some sort of dharma to equalize a path. Perhaps the road that you're walking on is not entirely sort of stable, or perhaps you're moving in onto something that needs a bit more equal footing, okay? And it is very important that you are prudent in this month in establishing your boundaries when it comes to matters of the heart, as well as holy hell. We have the tower card here. Uh, of course, the tower is always a good thing, but with Scorpio season, it comes of no surprise because the rulership of this is Mars as well as Pluto, and Scorpio is all about transformation. Here we have the transformation of a great structure, an architecture that you were working on with someone else, and then the forces of the universe or the forces of some sort of righteous power is destroying the tower, and the foundations are being sort of questioned, and people are falling out. Okay, there's some sort of deep heartache or something like that, in which you are able to get over sort of darkness of the past, okay, or something is on the cards. Be very careful because it has to do with a commitment that is not being adhered to, some sort of great promise that is not being fulfilled in a certain way, with Ten of Pentacles in reverse, as well as you are coming into a sort of truth, a truth that where you can stand with a coldness, with a detached sort of observation, with a big sword, and essentially establish a type of truth when it comes to you working on your own stability and your own sort of grandeur when it comes to the path of the pentacle, okay? And there's also a need for you to feel esoterically throughout the month of November to get through the external world and through the outer world some sort of inner meaning, some sort of new divinity, some sort of new vision of humanity, okay? Yet the passions are being repressed in a certain way. They're not being expressed in totality. There's something about it where it seems that you're relying more on truth or the higher faculties of the mind in order to find some sort of conservation of energy, or perhaps some expenditure of it, okay? There's a lot of pentacles here talking about the journey of the pentacle, which is like your own stability and your own sort of coming to fruition here, as well as you need to make a choice. But then I think it's okay because you don't have to worry because the choice is being made for you. The wheel is turning, and it's turning either in your favor or perhaps in the favor of the world around you, in order to create through Scorpio some sort of newness, some sort of transformation of time and space, and some sort of new spatialism when it comes to your heart space as well as your capacity to love. Gemini number 1 had this as well, and the upright Ace of Cups, which is very fantastic. You have the Ace of Cups and Two of Cups here. There's a lot of love and a lot of opportunity for love as well as expansion on a higher scale, okay, which is really fantastic. And it seems like as well we have here the sun in the upright, so there's a great deal of positive energy coming from the situation. Also here, when it comes to this soul contract, it seems like there's still writing to be had. So like you can still fill this soul contract and find and write your own higher purpose. You have a great deal of free will in this month, as well as the ability to conquer your demons here with the strength in reverse. Perhaps you're on the fight to deal with abandonment issues here with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and you're sort of on the path to alleviating the two energies, okay? Some sort of new beginning is coming to you, perhaps hidden to you, but don't worry about it. It could have to do with the past as well. Okay, that's Gemini number 2, and we're moving on. Gemini number 3, we're opening the third portal, clearing the energy of the cards of the deck in order to check out another iteration in your love life. Let's see here. What the fuck is this? It's intention. Clear. Okay, Gemini number three, the third iteration. Someone is going to offer you something in the month of November. Someone who is quite childish, and they might offer you some sort of commitment, but you could scoff at it, or perhaps just, sort of brush it aside. I'm not sure. This person has a dear place in your heart, however, it caused you a great deal of sadness, okay? At one point, you left the situation and you want to go find, essentially a vision of what you potentially think to be your fulfillment, okay? You had to leave and you did, but now you might be returning back in order to find, after an eclipse season, what the hell, what that all that was about. What did it mean? What did those cups mean? With the Eight of Cups, it talks to me of some sort of profound need to withdraw and to find some sort of higher meaning, some sort of deeper truth that is within yourself, to find an element of something that makes you actually feel fulfilled. For a while as well, you've been conserving your energies with the Four of Pentacles here. Perhaps have been something of someone who conserves their energies in order to find out what in all actually makes your heart tick. And your energies have sort of died down, or perhaps this is your person, and your person essentially has shifted and are no longer playing the field in order to find out what makes them feel content and how they see the language of romance. Perhaps there's a fire here that exists between you that has once died out but is now being rekindled, okay? Be careful, because this person might have tendencies of deception or perhaps lies. What they're offering you, I think, here, and what they actually talk about might resonate together, but they resonate together to show the lie. There's some sort of lie here. Yeah, when it comes to this offering of a new beginning, there is something of a false start, or perhaps bad timing. Perhaps this is a karmic connection. Now, I would be very careful, because there will be a lack of teamwork generally with this person. Mercury retrograde could bring back a soulmate, and this soulmate and you still have perhaps a new story to write. Something where there is a great offer of love, mature love, either from you or them, and there is a need to convert this love into something new. With Sagittarius energy through temperance, there is an alchemy of love energy to create some sort of new thing, okay? Be careful, because this energy of the Two of Cups is represented here with the Adam and Eve aspect of the story of Genesis. So we have the devil here tempting and creating some sort of knowledge. The knowledge leads to sapience, as well as the knowledge of being naked. And there's something about the carnal design behind this relationship that makes you feel sort of entangled with them. Perhaps there might be some toxic energy there, okay? Be very careful, because there is generally a lot of swords in reverse here. We have here the Page of Swords, as well as the King of Swords, for double confirmation of even the evolution of lies, okay? Which is a bit turning off. So those walls are up, and you probably have blocked this person, and there's something about it. You created some sort of barrier, force field, psychic force field, in order to prevent any sort of new manifestation with this person. Because once again, the great lie is coming here with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Some sort of knowledge of some sort of great, profound lie is here. Okay, but I think there still is some sort of soul contract, as well as some passion with this person. So I would give it a chance, but only if this person is no longer manipulating, or perhaps they're no longer sort of stuck in that great egoistic pride that they have, okay? As well as the High Priestess is here, and it speaks to me of a secret between the pillars of duality, as well as within her hand she holds the Torah, as well as the Alpha and Omega, the great lineage of the history of every love situation is there. And it has to do, the secret has to do with someone who's gotten over their fears. Either you or this person have gotten over the fears in order to close off a cycle, okay? This could be some sort of reconciliation in which there is finally some sort of peace within the fixity of Scorpio season. Okay, you might find that there's a regenerative quality within the situation. It's leading to a type of stability, and you come up here with full force as your card, Gemini, through the Magician, the core manifester of the deck. And this is fantastic because you might be manifesting memories throughout the month of some sort of past love or past iteration of love, some sort of great profound soul connection or twin flame, very intense, as well as the energies of emotion and love are moving forward within you, and you're able to harness once again the polarities in order to find some sort of truth or perhaps some sort of equilibrium. Okay, you're over past regrets, thank God, with the Five of Cups in reverse, as well as you're moving towards some sort of intense connection here. Okay. And I think you have options too. So you have the option to also stand in your own civility with the Nine of Cups as well as the Ten of Cups. Find some sort of ultimate retribution. There's something about the past that is going to be resurfacing, okay? And I think there's going to be a need to create some sort of equilibrium with this person as well as exact some sort of great karma. Don't worry, the universe will take care of it. It's being divinely guided. And perhaps there might be either a lack of a new cycle with this person when it comes to major secrets, as well as possibly a new beginning somewhere else. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. I'd like to encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. I will have more content up soon, probably mid-month. For now, please enjoy, Gemini, and I'll see you on the other side. Ciao.